Hello Year 4s, it's Miss Margetts here. Happy Monday. For maths today, we are carrying on with our unit of money. So make sure you've got your maths book at the ready with a pencil, rubber and a ruler. Please can you write the short date, the title and the WILP into your books, and then we are going to rock and roll. So let's start with some total recall. We've got 3 separate parts for our recall, and today we're going to start with place value. So pause the video here, have a go at each part, and then we'll join in a second for the answers. So what is the value of the underlined digit? Well, the 8 has been underlined, and using my place value knowledge, I know that the 8 is in the thousands column, and therefore the value of this digit is 8,000. Give that one a tick if you got it correct. Now we're moving on to add or subtract. Now today we are subtracting using the column method. So let's always start in the ones. What is 4 take away 3? Well, I know that 4 take away 3 equals 1. Let's move on to the next column. 1 take away 1 equals 0. And then 2 take away 2 also equals 0. And lastly, 3 take away 1 equals 2. So my answer is 2001. If you got that one correct, give that one a tick. And lastly, we are converting 874 pence into pounds and pence. If I know that 800 pence converted into pounds is 8 pounds, then I have my decimal point and then 74. Remember guys that with money, after your decimal point you always need 2 digits. And you don't need to write pence there if we've already got your pound symbol. Okay. So today we are using our learning power of making links. We have learnt about money all of last week and even in year 3. So you're using that knowledge to continue to propel yourselves forward. We're going to have a great lesson today. We've got key vocabulary. We need to be mindful of words and our vocab such as money, penny, or in brackets pence, pounds with funny pound symbols, and my pound symbols I'm sure will just get weirder as time goes on, coins, notes, and the all-important decimal point. Okay, now I just wanted to remind ourselves of some top tips. One top tip is that £1 is equal to 100 pence. So keep this in mind, especially as today that we will need to convert from pounds to pence or pence to pounds. So if we convert from pounds to pence, we times by 100. And when we convert from pence to pounds, we are dividing by 100. But today what you could use is a place value chart to aid and to show our understanding, and that's what I'll be doing for some of these questions, just to show, to visually see what happens to the pounds and pence when we convert. Okay, so to start off, we are going to order these amounts from smallest to largest. We are going to put them in ascending order. Now they are already all in pence, so I'm not going to worry about converting them. To help me order these, I am going to look at the first number of each amount, and that will help me to place them in smallest to largest order. So let's have a look at the first digit. The first smallest digit is 1,489 pence. Then I'm going to look at the next, and I'm hoping that you're going to say, Miss Margetts, it's 2,567 pence. Cross that one off. Then again, looking at my first digit of each amount, I know that the next smallest number is my 3,501 pence. And then lastly, got my 5,328 pence. Okay, if you got that one right, give those a tick. Well done team, great effort. Now this page is quite busy, so stick with me. Try not to get distracted, okay? Let's look at the question first. It says, circle the amount that would complete this sequence. Now I've got three different amounts. Let's look at those first. I've got £13.42. Then I've got £14.20, and then I've got £15.89. Now what do I notice about each of those amounts? I can see that each time it is increasing. So I am looking for the next number in this sequence will be a number greater than £15.89. Now I've been given three amounts at the bottom here in the blue boxes. I need to do something to these amounts because they are in pence. So what I need to do, my top tip, I need to divide by 100 because I need to convert these amounts into pounds because that's what is part of my sequence. So I've given us a place value chart here and I've already written out the amounts. So I need to convert 1,322 pence. So let's place that amount onto my place value chart, and I'm going to divide by 100 to convert from pence to pounds. Now when I am dividing, I need to move my numbers to the right on a place value chart, and because I'm dividing by 100, I am moving 2 places to the right. So I'm moving 2 columns. I've got 1 column to the right, and because I'm dividing by 100, another column to the right. So now what amount has been given here? I've been given £13.22. Okay, let's delete that one. Now I've got 1,610 pence. I'm converting from pence to pounds, so I'm dividing by 100 again. So I'm placing 1,610 onto my place value chart, and I am dividing by 100, so I'm moving 2 columns to the right. Count with me. 1 column to the right, 2 columns to the right. So I now know that with my decimal point, I've got £16.10. Now some of you might be thinking, Miss Margetts, I'm able to convert without needing to use a place value chart, and if that is the case, fantastic. But as always, teacher check, make sure you're confident with this. Maybe do this a couple of times when you're at home, and then when you feel confident, you don't have to use a place value chart. But I'm going to, just so it's really helpful for us to visually see what's happening when we're converting. Okay, now lastly, I'm going to convert 1,589 pence into pounds. So I'm dividing by 100. I move 2 columns to the right, 1 column, 2 columns, and now I have the amount I have is £15.89. So I need to circle the amount that will complete the sequence. We've already said that I am increasing each time, and I know that £13.22 is not increasing. I know that £15.89 is the exact same here, so that wouldn't work. So lastly, I know that £16.10 would be my next amount in that sequence. Okay, you guys might have got that one already. Well done. If you haven't, rewind the video and work with me step by step converting. Okay, let's move on. What I'm going to do now is use greater than, less than, and equal to compare these amounts. Now some of them have already are all the same unit of measurement, some aren't, but just bear with me and we can go through those together. So 2,456 pence, what symbol needs to go in between when I'm comparing that to 1,452 pence? Well, I know that this amount, 2,456, is greater than 1,452 pence. Okay, next. Pause the video, see if you can have a go. I've got £18.97. I need to compare that to £42.31. Well, I know that the number on the left is less than the number on the right. Okay, now we've got some conversion. If you need to, draw out a place value chart in your books or on a scrap piece of paper and use that one to help you. So I've got 3,543 pence. I'm comparing that to £35.43. Now I know that 3,543 is £35.43 when converted. So these two amounts are the same. Imagine a seesaw and I've got the two amounts. They are going to be equal. They are the same. Lastly, we're converting again. Use that place value chart if you need to. I know that 2,379 pence is £23.79 when converted into pounds and pence. So therefore, £23.79 is less than £24.52. If you've got those correct, give yourselves a tick and join me for the next. Okay. So we've got our last one. True or false? The statement below is correct. 1,656 pence is greater than £16.65. Pause the video here. See if you can get this one right, and then join me for the answer in a second. Now to help us with this one, I'm going to multiply 100 and convert the pounds into pence. So I'm going to place £16.65 onto my place value chart, and I'm going to multiply 100 to convert into pence. So when I'm multiplying by 100, all my digits move 2 columns to the left. So 1 column, 2 column. So what amount is now displayed on my place value chart? I have 1,665. So I know that this statement is incorrect because 1,665 is greater than 1,656. These numbers are very similar, but do not get distracted, guys, okay? Don't get confused just because some of those numbers look too similar. They're trying to trick us out there, those little monkeys. So we know now that 1,656 is less than 1,665. Okay. Now, you have successfully listened to me babbling on. Let's go to the Sway document and give yourselves a go on the sheets. If you find this just right, then you can just move on to the pit stop and then the plenary in a second. If you find this too easy, then go work through the first sheet and then challenge yourself and go on to the extension. Okay, Holly has been saving 50p coins. Good girl, Holly. She has more than £36.50, but less than £39. So how much could Holly have? Well, I know that Holly, if I'm adding 50p each time, she could either have £37 and then add another 50p, she could have £37.50, add another 50p, she could have £38, add another 50p, £38.50, but I know that she has less than £39, so those are my only 4 options, because if I increase by another 50p, it will take us up to £39, and we know that she has less than that. Okay. Finally, guys, the plenary. See if you can work this one out independently, and then let's go through the answer together. Boy class has been saving money. They have saved 3,589 pence. Ottery class have also been saving. Woohoo, Ottery! They have saved 38 pence. No, my goodness, 3,859 pence. I'm already trying to convert it. So which class saved the most? And then I've got a STEM sentence at the bottom. Such and such class have saved the most because. Now, which amount is greater? Which amount would you rather have? Well, Ottery have smashed it, sorry boy, because we have saved the greatest amount. We have saved 3,859 pence. So Ottery have saved the most because 3,859 pence is greater than 3,589. Now, well done today, guys. I know some of that was quite brain-boggling when we were using the place value chart and converting from pence to pounds or pounds to pence. Fantastic effort. If you need any help, please ask the teacher on duty and they will get back to you. Well done today. Take care, and we will see you in the classroom, woohoo, next Monday. We are so excited and can't wait to see you. Take care, guys. Well done. Bye.